Hey, good morning everyone. Welcome to Marathon Mondays with Mal. It's a beautiful Monday morning and we are down in the service department. There's so much going on. I'm gonna show you bays today. There are so much that goes into the bays of our beautiful coaches, but I wanna show you some of the bay setups that we see today down in our service department. Let's go take a look first at Coach 1380. This is a late model coach. This is a fantastic setup. 1380 is a great coach. Double slide H with bunks, okay? Take a look at these bays right here. Okay, so in bay one, what you see here is a manual slide out with a refrigerator freezer Dometic setup. This is one of the more popular things that we're doing in coach bays now because these Dometics are fantastic. They hold a lot for a refrigerator and a freezer, but also they can be removed to be repaired, to be cleaned, to be replaced, whatever you need. But these Dometics are really nice and easy to get in and out of. Now, as you see, this one has a manual tray. The benefits of being a manual tray is you don't have a lot of infrastructure for the electric slide outs, which can be, they take space. They're space taking. So a lot of people opt to put in manual trays. Now, when it comes to a setup like this is also a manual. So because there's a lot of infrastructure on this slide out, it doesn't necessarily have to be electric. This is an actual manual. And because there's so much going on, we're saving space by it being a manual pull out so it doesn't have all the electronics and the track of a electric slide out. Now, you've got a little, these Kenyons are beautiful. I love these grills. Electric grill on top, fully removable. It magnets down like that, so you can actually remove it, unplug it, and clean underneath or clean the grill in a separate location. Also, you've got extra space on this side. 3 storage drawers in the front here with whatever you need. Baseball players think this is for sliding into second. Most of us use it for grilling. Okay, now, I love the fact that you can have an extension off the side. That's really nice. And just coming over here to the other side, I can just pinch these down, drop it down, make sure it's locked into place so it doesn't come up and damage your walls as you're pulling it in and out. Very good. And as you can see, tons of storage on the back side of this barbecue and a nice little Corian or solid surface backsplash when it comes to having what you have going on here with the electric grill. That's Coach 1380's bay setup. Let's go take a look at another one. We're gonna move on down this way and look at the next coach. Okay, we're gonna look at these next 2 coaches right here next to each other. 1404 right here in bay 1, you see a very similar setup to what we just saw in 1380. However, it's a little bit more low profile, but you still have what is the manual slide out tray. I'm gonna move it all the way out so you can see just how much room is in this slide out tray. Tons of storage right here. These are the what we call the loose items for the coach. Basically, it's all the manuals. This is type of stuff that you can store on board, but most people put it into their storage facility and or their garage, what have you, in their bus barn. But look at how much room is back here in this storage. Tons of room, and you're saving room by going with a manual slide out tray. Now, let's move that in a little so I could show you. Once again, the Kenyon grill right here. Electric grill, magneted on so that you can actually remove it and you can clean it, which is a huge part. An extra room right there and a large drawer. What we saw on 1380 was 3 drawers. Here, you've got 1 big drawer. Isn't that nice to have? All of these bay setups are done down here in our post-production unit over on the east side, the west side of our building here at the mothership. So they're done in our post-production department. But very sturdy right here to be able to put any kind of thing that you need when you're grilling on the side, whether it be plates or anything that you're using for grill. I got to find my pinch spots right there. Drop it down, it locks into place, and it's stowed away when you're not using it. Fantastic setup. Let's look at bay 2 of Coach 1404. Okay, once again, we see the refrigerator freezer. And a manual slide out tray. This is really nice. This is a Dometic, once again, and you're gonna see how much storage room is behind it. Now, one of the things that's really nice is that the Dometic is angled here so that you can get food out of the freezer or the refrigerator and go right to the grilling scenario over here. And look at all that storage. And one of the nice things about what Marathon has done, I'm gonna push this guy back in, but this is bay 2 on the curbside or the patio side. This is where your TV is. 55-inch TV that comes straight out here and can articulate either to the back of the coach or the front of the coach, depending on what angle you want to watch it at. But look how much room it doesn't take up. Historically, we used to take up a whole bay with a TV. Now it only takes up this 10 to 12-inch area, all behind the cabinetry. You hit an actuator, and then you pull the whole TV out. Isn't that great? Also has chair storage above it. Utilization of space and proper engineering, fit and finish, some of those things that Marathon is known for. Close that up. Make sure that is dropped down and locked into place. And then manually, as you can see, I can just easily push that in, and then here the lock locks into place. It's in there. You can actually make sure that it's locked by checking the security of it. It's locked into place, and then close the door. 1404 bays. Now, a lot of people work on their coaches. We're gonna go over and see a toolbox setup on the next coach right over here. One of my favorite paint jobs that we've done over the last several years, Coach 1387. A lot of you know this. This was actually on the cover of our Maritime magazine a couple of issues ago. 1387, this is a beautiful double slide H, but the bays are very personally done because the owners of this coach, this is their 4th Marathon. So we are going to see what they have done. After owning 4 marathons in the last several years, they know what works and they know what doesn't work, and they actually maintain their coach very, very well. It's at Marathon for a few service items today, but you can see in bay 1 and bay 2, this is what I really wanted to show you, is the toolbox setup that the customer has in bay 2. It's a electric slide out, so you push the button and it can come all the way out. Once again, we see the TV cabinet, so your 55-inch can come out. And then another really nice thing is it's got a Crestron tablet on your iPad right above the TV, and it's stowed away. You don't even see it if you don't know it's there, and it just sits right up there. And then in bay 1, you've got another electric slide out that just comes out with, and they've got all kinds of storage in there. So it's really nice to see how they've got it set up. So let's go to the front here and kind of wrap up today's show. I see my man Landon working on something over there. Always working on something. So what we did is we saw 3 bay setups on 3 late model marathons, and that's the really cool thing. We don't build bay setups in our post-production department until the customer says, hey, this is what I want. Because somebody might want a barbecue, somebody might want a refrigerator, somebody might want a wine cooler, somebody might want a toolbox. I could keep going. Fishing rods, gun rack, you name it. There are different things that people are gonna want in their base setups. And so in post-production, that's why we do it. It gives us the ability to customize for the customer who purchases the coach what they want. We also can do this on pre-owned coaches. So if you're looking at a pre-owned coach, let's say you go out and you buy a 20-year-old coach, you're in a 2004 Marathon, and it doesn't have the base setup that you need, bring it to the post-production department here at the mothership in Coburg, and we can get you set up. Be yourself and do good things. I'm going to get out of here. Have a good week. See you on the next video.